Greetings, mortals. I am Octole, magician extraordinaire.
Reef crawlers and encrusted tide crawlers. So here's a reef crawler right there.
Those are young though.
Level 11 though, maybe not that one.
Those are young though.
Okay.
I mean, they might drop it anyway, but give me a sec. I'm gonna turn off push talk. This is bullshit.
Okay.
I feel like our mics have gotten way better. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Alright. I feel like our mics have gotten way better. So, back in the day, the idea of turning off push to talk. Remember all those fucking annoying people who didn't have push to talk enabled back in the day?
Yes.
You should take this.
A big ass turtle.
Yep. It is. I tell you what.
Great experience.
Yeah. So any magic damage you take is going to be reduced by up to 10 because
That's great.
Great.
We don't have a healer.
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty cool. I'll take it. Here's battle shout for you.
Okay, here's a normal-sized tag crawler. So.
Sweet.
Oh right, I need to turn this on. But yeah, progress is being made toward my goal. And the funny thing is that I'm almost kind of glad that we play so little just because of the fact that it gives me more time to collect Fiery Wrath gear before I hit level 18. The one thing I haven't actually calculated, though, I thought I said it's free-for-all. Why did it not go to free-for-all when I clicked free-for-all? Whatever. Anyway, so did you see the long tirade that I sent about the DPS values for the different spells?
Yes.
So right now, in order to get the same damage per hit as the higher tier fireball, I need about 40 more. But the higher tier fireball actually has 0.5 seconds of additional cast time on it. So I still need to factor that into the equation to see the actual DPS values for the two. So I might have already surpassed the DPS value of the level 18 fireball.
Oh, okay.
The other thing that's really cool, and I didn't realize, is that the same amount of like plus damage will actually tide me over in terms of like matching the next tier of fireball for the next like 15 levels or something. I haven't checked beyond that point, but if I get plus 80 fire damage, right? And I need about like 65 to get the next to have the rank 12 one be equivalent to the rank 18 one. But if I get, or is it the rank 14? Whichever rank it is, I don't remember. So once I get that amount, plus 80 is actually enough to make the 24 equal to the level 30. So I'm really looking forward.
Hey, there's a rare mob here, Merc Deep.
Well, let's
I don't know if it's a rare mob, but it's a.
It's a named. It's probably for some quests. I'm just gonna set it
Let's
on
just
fire.
kill it and find out.
It's not even communal with the Murlocs.
Huh.
Oh, maybe it is. Maybe I'm just an idiot. That thing's actually aggroed.
Well, nothing.
Yep, that thing's shooting me.
Stop it. Haunting us.
I'm gonna die. You know, now would be a good time for me to have picked up the first aid skill, huh? Okay. Everything is fine. We're all.
Oh, jeez, Louise.
You are humanoid. You don't run away. Okay, fine. I'll eat an egg. I like to live dangerously and just kind of be like, you know what? I have 11 HP. It's fine. Charging up a fire. Oh, the other thing that I've been looking into that I haven't done the math on yet is an arcane missiles build. So if you were to stack plus damage, I feel like arcane missiles would start scaling much faster compared to fireball, and arguably the talents for like most of the time actually for arcane missiles are actually better than the talents for fire, because arcane has the most overpowered talent in existence in arcane focus, which reduces the chance the opponent can resist your arcane spells by 2% per rank, and there's 5 ranks.
Okay.
So it's basically reducing your spell miss chance. So it's like 10% hit.
Oh.
And it's the first talent in the list. In addition, you know what else is on the first tier? Arcane Subtlety, 2 ranks. Reduces your target's resistance to all your spells by 5, and reduces the threat caused by your arcane spells by 20/40%.
Oh,
Yeah. That's a good question. No, there I am. Yeah, everything is gray here because we are on the beach, and beaches are gray, apparently, in Norath. That's actually a really weird color for a beach. Why is this beach gray? That's a really good point.
There's a green item for you to DE.
That's a weapon. It's better to just sell it. Don't worry about it. Weapons should be vendored because they're worth more than the materials are actually worth right now.
Or auction house, right?
You can auction house them as well, but they're worth so much to a vendor, and people put so many of them on the auction house that you're probably not going to make a profit that way. You're probably more profitable just by vendoring it.
Okay.
I'm out of range.
You know, I remember dying horribly here. Do you remember dying horribly here?
I don't remember.
Because all of these murlocs were hiding behind the corpse, and all of them aggro on you the second that you try to loot the corpse.
Oh yeah, it's happening right now.
Yep. Yeah, considering how OP the hit stat is, I do feel like... Oh, by the way, I have recount now, so I can actually see how much damage we're doing.
Good.
Which is pretty cool. So you're doing... Do I have this on overall? Yeah, I have this on overall. So you've done about 1/3 of the damage of the group. Which, considering that I'm like... Yeah, that's not bad at all. That's really good. Like, considering that I've got, like, super fire damage gear that I've spent all of my money obtaining, and, you know, you're using a one-hander that you picked up from a quest. Yeah, that's really fucking good. Also, you're out DPSing my level 18 Paladin. In terms of actual DPS, you have a little more DPS than my Paladin does.
I feel like it'll be a lot better once I get a decent two-hander and the skill to use it. That'll be fun.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna have to make that trek real soon because I need to get journeyman blacksmithing, and I can only do that in Stormwind or Ironforge.
Alright.
So I'll do that next week when I get back from my camping trip.
My wound is infected.
And I'll pick up two-hand weapons, and I'll find something on the auction house.
I like how we can use the encrusted ones, considering they're level 20.
Oh boy.
But yeah, I do need to do the calculation. So the thing about Arcane Missiles is that Arcane Missiles actually gets above a 3.5 second cast much sooner than Fireball does. So, whereas for Fireball, you have to wait until, like, I think it's level 24 before you actually get the full benefit out of your spells. By at level 16, that version of Arcane Missiles is already a 4-second cast. So you get the full benefit out of plus damage gear. The problem Arcane Missiles has is that it actually caps out at level 5-second cast, which is a problem because it still only gets 3.5 seconds worth of damage out of it. and that's why it suffers in the late game. But in the early game, that doesn't really matter that much. So how do we want to handle this? I guess I should just sheep something up.
Yes.
It turned out that I actually already had that spell. Oh wow, that lasted a super long time. I'm super glad that I used Polymorph. I forgot about heartbeat resists in this game. Like, heartbeat resists aren't a thing anymore, right? Do you know what heartbeat resists are?
No.
A heartbeat resist is every time a tick goes by, it has a chance to resist again.
Oh.
Oh, good, Sonya. But for how long? Not very long, because it died. Woo! I'm gonna make myself some food. You know, I probably should have picked up my rank 2, my rank 2 food summon. I'm using the, like, 64 HP muffins.
Yeah.
Since we're fighting such high-level enemies now, it's, you know, a lot harder. So we got an Oracle here. How much HP do you have?
There's also a Tidehunter right behind it.
Oh, there's another pair
Yeah,
of enemies
400.
over here. Let's grab this Tidehunter to our right. That's a crit. Good man. That would have worked perfectly if not for the fact that I got resisted.
Just can't hit these guys at all.
Yeah. Indeed. And they can resist taunt, which sucks. Our overall DPS against these, I think, is like... Let's take a look. Oh, God. Yeah, you weren't kidding when you said you couldn't hit these at all. Your damage is quartered.
Yep.
My damage is less than halved. Like, it's like at 60% of what it was before. I was watching a video, and the guy was talking about why, like, leveling as a warrior is so painful, and how many stacking mechanics there are that make you miss, and that when you miss, you don't get any rage, and since you don't get any rage, you can't generate damage. And, like, the sort of cascading effect of the mischance and shit like that. I had forgotten about the dual wield penalty. Do you remember the dual wield accuracy penalty?
No. Is it horrible?
Yeah. Your base mischance against an even level enemy is like 20%. Instead of 5. And that's not including dodge, blocks, and parries, so basically dual wield is trash until you can get some hit gear. And there's another one right here. I love this fucking quest line because you just get so much EXP. And you're tempted to come here really early to do this, and so you're going to get all sorts of horrible things happening to you. I'm going to go ahead and try pulling... Let's do this. Let's deal with the ones on the left first. I'm going to poly the Oracle, and then we can try pulling the Tidehunter. The other Oracle is probably going to come, so come back with me. We're probably going to want to pull back. And it looks like we're fine, so... If we want to... Oh shit. Okay, the heal did not go off. Just back off for right now. I want to reset my mana.
Okay.
We're far enough away that we can get away with it. Okay, go ahead and pull it in. It's now separated from the rest, and I have 50% mana, so I can kill it. Oh, jeez. Oh, the deeps. Oh, why are you so shitty? Oh, you are not
kicked that. There we go.
Oh, good man. Good man. Good man.
Man, I'm just useless right now, man. I'm so useless.
Hey, man. I don't need air. I am a badass. You think, you know, a little water is going to prevent me from casting a fireball? Ha! I think not, sir. I can't actually drink because I'm underwater, though, which is kind of funny. I mean,
charge this left one.
Don't charge any of them.
No, never mind. One behind it.
I think I'm going to try to poly this one that's in front. I'm going to see if that pulls the other one. It did not. It's not quite in range yet, so I'm going to go ahead and smack the one in the back, and then I'm going to just wait and just let it come to us. Because I can move outside of its casting range to interrupt its spell. Okay, you can go after it now. Okay, good man, good man. Oh shit, there's a Threshodon.
Oh, the oracle's up.
Yep, the other oracle's up, and I think they're both attacking me. Yep. Oh boy. I don't have any HP to play with. Probably should have just backed off, actually, because we don't have the DPS to take these down before they kill you. Do you have a potion?
Yeah.
That would be a good time for it. Oh, and it healed. I'm gonna die, too. Because if two of them are casting, they're hitting for, like, over 100 damage. The polymorph spell has a really short range. It's only 30 yards. So, in the water situation, that's a problem. I think we can break this pack. It's just going to require a little bit more work than that. What is the duration on my polymorph? Was that a heartbeat? I think that it might not have been a heartbeat resist. We took a pretty decent time there. But yeah, I think we should be able to do it, but the key is going to be to split these two, because they heal each other, and that's a huge problem.
Yeah.
Does it remind you of failure and regret? Because I feel like failure and regret is a good thing for this to remind you of, because I feel much failure and regret.
Oh, it'll happen a lot. It's classic.
Oh, yeah. One of my viewers was like, this reminds me of something. And it's some, like, you know, random other thing. But, of course, I'm going to take it in a terrible direction.
Do you have any more, like, elixirs on you?
No, I do not.
Okay, I was just curious.
I have them on my warrior, because she's the one who's actually the, thinger.
Yep. I'm gonna take some health food really quick.
Yeah, that's a very good idea. Oh, speaking of which, I do have blood sausages now. I have another 12 blood sausages, so when you run out of +4 health food, I can give you more.
Okay.
Oh, maybe I should be drinking water, huh? The only problem is that we need to clear these before
they respawn.
Yeah. Though, if they respawn and they're not oracles, that's okay, actually. As long as they don't respawn as oracles.
Well, I think you should poly. I can't charge. Shit. Yeah, I can when you pull it back.
Alright, I'm gonna try to grab this one and pull it again. This time I'm gonna pull it a little further.
It popped on you. The other one popped.
Alright, I'm just gonna keep moving away. Oh god, that hurts. Oh god, that hurts.
This is gonna be a hard.
If I can get... I'm probably not gonna be able to. But basically the goal here is to get one of them to run away.
Okay, we did that.
Good frick... Nah, goddammit.
I just missed it.
It got the evade. That's such shit. Oh, man. That's funny, though. Okay, so yeah, those heartbeat resists are going to be fucking painful, man. Okay, give me a second to summon up some food. Oh, man. Heartbeat resists. The bane of my existence. I completely forgot that this game had them. Because they're a thing in, like, EverQuest.
It's too far away.
But World of Warcraft?
We need to get closer.
That's weird. For some reason it was... in range for a second. Stop being in range. Okay, I'm just gonna pop one hit and immediately run away. Resisted, because that's cool. Then, yes. Yes.
You want me to charge?
Yeah, go for it.
Alright.
The other one has come out. I'm going to grab the... that's interesting. They're both targeting you now?
Yeah, so should I run or...
yeah, just run away. Run. Oh, right. You don't have any potions yet, do you?
No.
Okay.
Damn it.
It's too far away.
Yes! It died.
Nice.
And we have a respawn. But the respawn is not in Oracle. And it's not, I don't think, adjacent to anything. So we should be able to continue breaking the spawn. Do you think I can win a pissing contest against the level 18 Oracle on its own?
Yeah.
Okay, well, you have much faith in me. We'll see if it's deserved. Okay, good. We have 2 Tidehunters spawned. That's the respawn is 2 Tidehunters, so... And the Oracle's running. Boom, get wrecked. Okay, so... We now have the 2 Tidehunters. That's easy to deal with. We just have to wait for them to come to us, because they won't be sitting at max range being dickwads. So those 2 we can kill, and then we can start working on the Oracles in the back. So... But yeah, I'm... Oh, I don't actually have any potions. I thought I had potions on this character, but I'm apparently out of them as well. So I'll have to send some more potions over. I have about 30 potions sitting in my bank on my warrior. That's not true. I have probably closer to 60 potions sitting in my bank on my warrior. This druid deck might actually be useful. Oh, you know what? You know why we died?
Oh, there we go.
You know, that would have helped too, actually.
Oh yeah, Depth Magic helps a lot.
Unfortunately, the things are dead, so it won't help anymore, but... I'm gonna just poly the first one, and then nuke the second one. And once it starts getting close, you can dive onto it. It's already running. Okay. I don't have any mana, so I'm gonna just pull back for now. And this thing will probably come at us soon. Let's go ahead and try and fight it. I think it'll be fine.
Alright.
Why wouldn't it be? Fuck, it resisted. You know, if I had a wand. Okay, I'm gonna wait until I can cast 3 fireballs before I cast. I'm just gonna do 2 fireballs. It's fine.
Nice.
Okay.
Yeah, we should just go. We should get mana quick and just go rush this. Or
Yep. Well, I'll get mana eventually.
well, we might not. Yeah, we should probably. We have to pull it. Yeah, whenever you're ready.
Yeah. You can actually go ahead and body pull it. Just body pull that first one. That's not a body pull.
Ah, there's a 2 of them.
That's
sorry.
why I said to body pull.
Should I be running for my life right now?
You should be running for your life. I'll try to burn this thing down before bad things happen. It resisted, which is not a great sign. Okay. And it got healed.
Ah, that heal. Damn it.
The heal came out. No, that's fine. The other one is still running away or something? There's only one on us right now. Oh, never mind. The other one's coming this way. So... Kill it, kill it, kill it with fire! Yes! Okay, now we were... I love Murlocs. Okay, so the one in the back is dead now.
Yep.
And the hope here is that we can actually have all of them dead simultaneously at some point. I'm worried about a respawn, because we now have to wait on this run back, but...
Well, we just killed the 2 Tidehunters in the front. We recently just got the Oracles on the side. We're fine.
Yeah. I think that overall we're killing them faster than they're respawning. Like, even if we have to... We might have to, like, go through another rotation of them, right? But... it'll be fine. And when they do respawn, they should respawn at least a little off-synced, hopefully. If they respawn off-synced, then we'll be in okay shape. Oh, man. You know, it would be nice to be a night elf right around now. That would be really useful. But I actually really like Recount, because it's interesting to see... Because you feel it, right? And when you feel the... like... the DPS difference when you fight higher level enemies, you can feel that it's there. But, like, if you look at it on Recount, you can see just how crippling it is.
Yes.
Like, it's just amazing to see. Like, that fight, you had half of your average DPS. Because these things are higher level than you, and so you just can't hit them. It's just amazing how huge a difference it is so quickly. Whereas with classes that aren't reliant on these sort of escalating effects like rage, like a mage doesn't need any mechanic like that. So if I have an 18% miss rate instead of a 5% miss rate, I have 13% of my base damage reduced, right? So
yes.
It's not actually a 13% reduction overall because, of course, I'm not doing this blah, 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 etc. I'm already doing less than 100%. But it's 13% of the base percent. Whereas with you, it's like, oh, well, this is having escalating effects. Maybe I should have gotten some water before coming over here, but that's fine. Okay, let's try to click on this thing.
I need to get closer.
That's no. Hello, friend. Oh, shit! There's a Tidehunter on the other side.
Yes.
It'll probably be okay.
I'll watch for the heal. Got him. Woo! Uh-oh, respawn. A level 20 Tidehunter.
Yep.
But I still got the loot. Or the quest.
Good. Let's see if I can... Nope. It's aggroed. We might as well kill it rather than CCing it, because if we CC it, there's the risk that it breaks.
Resist to my taunt. Resist to my taunt.
Oh, boy. Oh, boy.
I'm just missing everything I'm throwing
Can
at
I do
guy.
this while I'm in combat? I can do this in combat. I'm gonna... What? It's still on me? Jesus Christ! I'm about to poly it.
Taunt work.
Nope,
Taunt
never mind.
work.
Oh, fuck my life. There's another one. Please click. Oh, fuck.
I'm gonna die here.
I'm gonna die before that happens, so... I guess I shouldn't have tried to be greedy and just go for the thing. But I was trying to get the thing because then the respawns cease to matter.
Yeah.
It did not work. Life is sad. Life is very sad. But yeah, the thing resisted like 3 frickin' spells in a row. And it's like, I might not have enough mana to kill this thing before the other thing respawns. I'm just gonna click. And it didn't work out for me. Oops, fuck. Well, interrupting soul shard collecting is pretty... Like, the only things that actually do a spell interrupt are things that have shields, generally. I can't think of any mobs that pummel. Are there any mobs that pummel, Ash?
Not that I recall.
Yeah, I can't recall any pummelers. But...
Excuse me.
Generally speaking, targeting is just a matter of threat generation. I was definitely in range to get aggroed by that thing. It's like level 20, then level 16. It was a result that could be easily anticipated, but go greed or go home.
There's another one over here. Ah, damn it! I just aggroed a mob.
Is it a thresher?
Yeah, and I don't have a potion. Can't swim away.
You'll be able to swim away in a second. Rooted.
Okay, I'm swimming.
No longer rooted.
Thanks. Good
It
save.
resisted. Ooh, and it died. Oh shit. Okay. And yeah, there's another freaking beach sea creature over there. Well,
I was really hoping this was the last one.
but just think of the EXP. Each one of these is worth like thousands of EXP. Because we're completing like level 20 quests basically. Well, it has to die while you're soul stealing to get the thing. You only get a soul stone though if the thing is of the appropriate level. I'm gonna try to grab this one because the one behind it I don't think is. Yes, it has. I'm just gonna run away. Pull this thing if I can. Oh shh. Okay, keep it coming. Keep it coming. Keep it coming. All right, good. So the other one has not. Aggroed. Oh. Yes. Excellent. Let's see. What enemies were you facing that had interrupts? Because almost nothing in vanilla has any interrupts. It's literally just like skeletal warriors and stuff like that. Oh, there's a druid here. Shall we invite this
You're the leader.
druid to the group?
We'll take him.
They better frickin' heal me is all I'm saying.
He's healing.
No, he isn't. He's casting Wrath. This one will at least approach us. Oh, 145!
Oh my god.
Burn!
That's ridiculous.
That is, I know.
Okay, get your thinger.
Just watch, this thing's gonna aggro on me. Shit. Oh, whoops, I didn't realize that would happen.
Let's go for the next one.
I interrupted my... Accept. I should have drank before I got in the water. There's another one on him?
Yes. Yes.
Where's the other one?
Maybe it's bugged.
There it is.
There it is.
I'm like, where the hell is it? Okay, so this guy just aggroed another one because he really likes to walk into the enemies.
Okay.
Okay, well, we don't have any mana, but that's okay. There's 3 of us, so
I got a shield bash for the next cast.
yeah.
Oh, he's out of mana too.
He's in bear form.
Oh, I meant the oracle's out of mana, so we're alright.
Oh, they're talking. I'm like, the other druid is not currently in a form that has mana. So, unfortunately, oh yes, I'm on the shore drinking. It looks like I'm underwater drinking, but I'm not. Mechanically, I am on the shore. And I'm not going to join this fight until I'm back close to full, because this druid has a tendency to just pull random shit.
No problem.
You know what would be great is if I had the wrong Tide Hunter targeted and just randomly pulled the guy on the rock. Oh, burn. I love it. Life is good.
We're gonna have to kill at level 19 up here and an 18 oracle. Oops, I just body pulled the oracle.
Oopsies, because I just pulled the Tide Hunter with like an actual fireball.
I'm gonna die here, I think.
Well, if the druid is terrible, then yes, you will.
I'm gonna start getting away. Oh, he's healing me.
Oh, lovely. Well, okay, the druid is at least like healing.
Okay, I got the add on the oracle. I got taunt in 3 seconds.
Okay. Whew. Oracle's dead. No more healing coming out for the enemies, so we can just...
I like it when taunt doesn't resist. I actually feel useful.
I like it when taunt doesn't resist. Indeed.
Yeah.
This is boring. Shit. 96.
Ah, you damn that! Yes! This is a hard-fought battle here.
Indeed. Indeed. So, what do I need to just... You know what? You have inventory space, right? Like one?
Oops.
Go ahead and take this.
Ooh, nice. I'll take it. Yeah, 66 white crit on this guy. On
Nice.
19. I'll take that all day.
Damn straight.
It's like nothing for you. Okay, is there any more of these godforsaken creatures?
Almost certainly. Let's see. So we now head due east into...
Oh, he missed my compliment.
You were a brave companion.
Alright, east to, we need Fruit of the Sea still, which we could just get on the way back. There's reef crawlers out, still on the way.
Oh, yes. These are raging, though. They don't count.
Yeah, I don't need your help anyways on that stuff.
One of these is level 21.
Hopper. I am able to mine tin now.
Good.
Yeah, they have the next one, and I can smelt bronze.
Very nice.
Of all the people I talked to about WoW Classic, like a dozen people, man, that I know,
Yeah.
only one guy is on this server, so he's badass. Oh,
Yes.
two guys, including you. So, he is level 15. We need to make sure we kind of stick with him, too.
Well, I would imagine that he's not going to have too much difficulty keeping up with our pace.
Right? That's what I'm saying.
Like, we are not leveling quickly.
No.
We're making no real
Well, dude-
attempt to level.
Dude, once I get some... I've been busy every weekend. Once I have a weekend free, dude, we'll be able to easily catch up. Like, if I get one weekend to just fucking game and not have damn responsibilities,
Yeah.
I'll be able to get, like, level 30.
And I'm looking forward to that, too. Because the thing is that right now, I'm like, kind of like, well, I'm kind of happy to be low level, because if I'm low level, then I can keep stockpiling Fiery Wrath gear before I start leveling. But then once I get the Fiery Wrath gear, it's going to be like, well, now is the time to start leveling and go completely fucking crazy and start doing dungeons and shit. Are you coming?
I'm just trapped by rocks right now.
Well,
Be
you
there.
know, have you considered not being a gnome? Because, you know, gnomes have themselves trouble here, and you are too tall for this shit. You damn it. Okay. I do not have frost armor. I should probably cast that. Okay, so this is not the thing that I thought it was. This is Rem Travel's excavation, which we probably don't want to do yet. Doing an escort quest with this is going to be a nightmare. Let's wait
I
until
got you
we're
on
higher
follow. I gotta set a hotkey really quick for my switching stances.
How dare you, sir? You dare to leech off of my movement.
That special action button one? Yes, it is.
So, we're looking for something here, right?
Bam! There we go.
This is a clue. So we just need to find a clue. This is gonna be so nice. I say that, and then it resists my
17
first spell. I'm like, oh, this is gonna be great. Mobs that I can actually hurt. Miss.
Ooh, have this minor mana potion.
I don't have any inventory space. I'll take it later. What possible reason could we have to need that in the next 5 minutes? It's not like we're going to overpull and get in over our heads or try to do some ridiculously high level thing. Also, the turn in for this is right here. It even showed up on our map. I feel really embarrassed. This is like a quest turn in, actually. Oh, the reason that it didn't show up before is because we didn't have the previous thing done. Okay. So the
I
clue...
really need the talent that switches stances and keeps your rage. That's coming up soon. It'll be in like the 20s. I'll be getting that.
Nice. So where is the thing? Is it over here? Oh, there it is. It's the Twilight Tome. Alright. Well, time to burn.
With you. As soon as...
How dare you cast Renusa? Filthy, filthy priests. One of the nice things about the combo that we have here is that you have an interrupt, and I have really high burst. Twilight comes right.
Yes, so we can get around healers a little bit better than most people. Woohoo! Finally!
Yep. And of course, you know what? You need some.
Nice.
Okay, so we need to bring the insane scribbles to Onu.
We also still need Fruit of the Sea. We'll work on that later, and we need Den Mother.
Yeah, we also need the thingers. Lost Master. Lost Master is just a...
I remember the day they made charge available or usable in defensive stance. It was the greatest day ever.
Do you remember the exact date? Do you have it like on your calendar? Do you celebrate it?
Yeah, right.
You'll just like tell your grandchildren, and today is the day that we celebrate.
That's probably why I like Warrior so much, is because they started out so awful, but I still enjoyed them, and then they just got better and better and better and better every patch.
Well, to be fair, they're awful at like soloing, but they are like the only tank in the game.
Right.
Do you know that at level 18, my Paladin does not have a single AoE ability to use, and does not have a taunt? I have...
Paladins are just kind of like
Trash.
support, like healers, right?
Well, they're support, right? They don't make very good healers, because they don't have any of the tools that the good healer... The good healer, because priests are the only real healer. But like the hybrid tax hits everyone in this game except for a couple of classes. Like even hunters who aren't actually even a hybrid have to pay hybrid tax for the fact that their pet has some marginal utility soloing. So like you end up with this weird situation where like you have a very strange dynamic going on with the class balance. The nice thing is that you do have all these classes that have this unique utility in the buffs that they bring to bear. Right? So, like, a Paladin isn't useless, it's just that they're not a good DPS, they're not a good healer, and they're not a good tank. But, like, the group that we had just now, I had a group where I was a Paladin, and then we had 2 Hunters and a Warrior. Oh, no, 2 Hunters and I think a Druid, actually. No, the Druid was a different
How'd that go? You went to Dead Mines, right?
Yeah. It was actually really easy.
Really?
The-
Your wife? Nice.
Yeah, well, we wiped, but that's because the Dead Mines has some, shall we say, issues with line of sight that... Do you remember how, like, everyone would always wipe on the ship because you'd pull the entire ship at once?
Yeah.
Well, that has happened to me now, like, 2 or 3 times. But, like, that's kind of just the expectation of, like, oh, well, if you pull half the dungeon, then you will all die. But in terms of the actual, like, normal packs and the bosses and everything was actually really easy. I was surprised at, like, how little mana, for instance, the healer had to spend to keep everyone alive. And so I do feel like the low-level dungeons, you can get away with doing whatever the hell you want. But one thing that was kind of cool is that the hunter pets can taunt, And so you basically had a priest as the only character that was actually like squishy in the entire party. So threat was a complete non-factor for the party because it doesn't matter who the mob's attacking. It's almost certainly going to be attacking someone who doesn't care. So it's interesting stuff. I thought I was supposed to talk to him. Oh, is he doing? He's doing a thing.
Yeah, he was doing some RP shit.
Alright, so.
Sell some stuff here.
Copy.
I need to get some add-ons later, man. I need to get one bag count. I need to get a couple things.
I wish that home would actually take you just to the back of the current line to work. I know that the wraparound isn't actually bringing me to a new line, but I don't care. It looks like it is. I'm setting up a mouse over macro for Arcane Intellect. I want to put you on. That's fine. Okay, the mouse over macro for this is probably a bad idea, but it's fine. I'm going to have to actually target people with Arcane Intellect, because it's not like Blessing of Might, which costs basically nothing. So, are you clickable now? Yes, you are. Good. I can talk to the Ancient of Lore. And Onu is meditating as a quest that I have here.
What?
He has a new quest for us.
Oh yeah, I think I got it. Melissa Relics or whatever.
It's called Onu is meditating.
I don't have that quest.
Yeah, we'll just have to wait for me to finish being. Oh, that's weird. I don't see it anymore. I wonder what that's about. Okay.
We lost it because we turned in first.
Maybe.
I saw that. I saw that too.
Let's take a look. Who is meditating quest? That's not how you spell quest, but what is this twinzar.cz thing? There's some like thing that keeps showing up. Oh, okay. It's basically to replace your file of scrying, so it doesn't actually give you anything.
Oh, good.
Speak with that's not the right area. So we have Fruit of the Sea and some other stuff to do. Thornarium's Hope is to kill Brood, Dead Mother, whatever her name is. Brood Mother. So how about we go kill the like basically we just murder everything in this forest, so that we can get the whatchamacallits, the Night Sabers.
Okay.
Because we need. Oh no, these aren't the high ones. We need to go a little further south. So.
Ooh, upgraded boots, just like that.
Nice.
Thought I had a quest though that gave me some boots. Let me double check.
I wish I could get boots that easily.
Yep, the quest for Fruit of the Sea, the crab chunks, it's the same boots, but a little more armor. So I'll just. You want those to DE?
No, that's fine. You can hang on to them.
It's too far.
I've been like getting my stuff elsewhere, so.
Well, then I'll just put them on and sell them when I get rid of them.
Yeah, that's a good plan.
Why not? You know.
Yep. But yeah, no, I have a lot of disenchanting materials because of the fact that anytime I get like I don't know, every I think 6 linen cloth, every 6 linen cloth is a new disenchantable item. Boop. Well, that's interesting. Peter just logged on. I haven't seen him in a while. Miss. Haha! The grizzled thistlebear missed. Ow. Ow. Life is paid. Boop. Yay! Everything is dead. And I got bear meat. Bear meat's great. There's only one problem with the strategy that we have right now.
What?
We have our inventories chock full of sea creatures.
You want to go turn all this in?
I'm tempted to, just because my inventory is completely full. And I'm not sure what I would get rid of. And we're killing a bunch of things that drop vendor trash.
Well, if we do that, I'll get my level 16 abilities. We're gonna be back out here anyways.
Inventory is
Yeah.
full.
That would also, if I did those turn-ins, I'd get level 17, which would allow me to equip my gloves and pants that I have in my inventory.
Yeah. Why don't we just go north up the coast and get more of the sea things and then whatever we get.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Okay, let's just follow the coast because we're now too far north to get proper moonstalkers.
Oh, these ones don't drop. Okay.
No, it's only the sires, so it's a very tiny area for the moonstalkers.
Gotcha. Well, it's in my way. I'm still killing it.
Oh, I've got a bear on me. It's gonna knock me on my ass, and it's gonna be great. Never mind, this other one's gonna knock me on my ass. Did it! Everything's fine. What could possibly go wrong? Everything's great.
I can't carry.
Oh, I still have a standard fishing pole in my inventory because I didn't sell it. Whoops. I didn't get around to selling it. You know, I had a window covering up part of my chat, so when you said that, it sounded like, it looked to me like you said bear swap sounds like a horny farmer dance, which is also accurate. The operative word there was corny. The C was covered. How many crawler claws do you crawler claws do you have?
3.
Alright. So we may or may not get them all on the way back.
It's fine.
We'll see.
We'll be back out here.
I don't think we ever will be, my friend. I think that we're never going to come back
We're
anywhere near
never,
the
ever
Elfland.
coming
Did that
back
just
here
resist my
again.
attack? Piece of shit. Here I am, trying to increase efficiency by attacking the next thing. You left something on that other corpse. Oh, there's a moss agate here. You should grab it.
We'll take that.
I
Oh,
can't
that's
carry.
fine sand.
Yeah, I got full bags now too.
Okay, so we already got this one, right? Did we get this one?
Doesn't look like it. We can click it.
Yeah. Can we click the ones that we've already gotten?
I don't think you can. That doesn't make sense.
Okay, then let's kill all these things and
Well,
steal.
I
steal
could
their
be
prestige.
wrong, but I'm
Yeah.
1 level higher now, so.
These are also lower level. These aren't the ones from the
Thank
further south area.
goodness for that.
Wow, and this one came solo. Get wrecked.
Nice.
So the seer is going to be a piece of shit. Let's. I'm going to wait for a second.
How did we miss it? That doesn't make sense.
Well, I think we just walked by it. I don't think that we tried it.
Inventory is full. I can't carry.
It's possible that we didn't miss it and that we just can click on the thing after we've already done it. But
Right.
like it might just give us like some dialogue of, oh, you know, this is a sea creature. Isn't it sexy?
Yeah, you're right.
But
Well, at least we're killing mobs, getting experience.
It's too far away.
yeah. I mean, the experience is secondary to the
I
murder,
need to get closer.
in my opinion. Oh wait, I can't tab target this thing. Tab refuses to target this netter. Aw, you're trying to heal your friend. That's not allowed. But I'm actually gonna really enjoy, like, I feel like at max level for like PvP and stuff like that, I'm not sure if I'm gonna want to be doing mage or not. So like, but at low level, I'm definitely much more enjoying mage. I'm gonna be happy to have the choice between, do I want to play support and give you Blessing of Freedom and then just let you obliterate everything at high level, or whether I want to like actually work and do things myself. Because like doing just like full like support
I had a
paladin.
full inventory. Maybe that's why.
Oh, that might be it.
But yeah, I am able to loot this.
Alright, well, let's see. I'm gonna delete my fishing pole. Yeah, I didn't have this one either. So we're clearly a bunch of freaking noobs who don't know how to play the game.
Well, more experience for us.
Y'all.
This is a lot of completes we get to turn in
I
here.
know. That's one of the things that's so great about this zone. There's so many quests. And they're pretty consolidated. You know, you just take a walk down the beach and collect all of this shit. It's also one of the reasons that I think it's so useful to actually split your time between multiple areas. Because if you split it up and, you know, you spent some time in, like, Westfall or something and then came back here, we could have come here at level 19 and walked along the beach and gotten all this shit done, and it would all still be green, like the lower level stuff, while simultaneously being other good business. What, you think Darkshore was one of the later areas? No. Darkshore, or do you mean during like the alpha?
I need a target.
None of the really late additions are actually in yet. The balance, the class balance, and everything like that is based off of a later version. But things like Marden and things like that just aren't actually in the game yet. These actually do drop the stuff, so.
Okay.
It's just once we get to the young ones that I don't think they'll drop it anymore.
Gotcha.
I can't loot.
We still haven't ever raided that place. You know the underwater dungeon, or not dungeon, like the underwater raid that has like the boss is like a gnome or something, and drops some cool item in EverQuest. I remember people talking about it, and it's like this entire raid that takes place like entirely underwater.
Yes, I've never done it either. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, we can't click on this one either. So yeah, once we've done them, we can't click on them anymore. Oh man, I'm gonna hit 17. 17, baby! Let's go! I'm super excited.
Yeah, I think I'll turn all this in, run to town, my warrior abilities, bank, and I'll be ready to go for next week. I'll be back. I'll be back Sunday. Me and Veronica are going camping for the weekend. It's actually gonna be really chilly. It's gonna be like lows of like 49 in the night, so it's gonna be kind of fun.
Yeah. Is it weird that I've now been out of America for long enough that when you said 49, I'm like, Jesus Christ, it's that hot? I don't think there's any place in America sorry, I don't think there's any place on Earth that gets that hot. At least not from sunlight. It doesn't usually happen, Like, usually I hear everything is Fahrenheit and then have to convert it to Celsius. But for whatever reason, the number 49 was such a weird number to hear because it's below 50, and it's not like in freezing temperatures. That it didn't occur to me as a Fahrenheit number. Anyway, it's just that's pretty chilly for camping.
It is.
But I'm sure you guys will have a good time anyway.
Oh yeah, we'll be ready for it.
You shall be prepared by your Minnesotan upbringing. Oh my god, this is 6 quests.
Look at all these quests. Oh my goodness gracious.
Oh, it's so good.
This is ridiculous.
Oh, so good.
And they just keep giving more and more experience.
Yep. More and more experience, more and more money. Just keep escalating. Ding, level 17.
Oh, goodness. What else we got to turn? We got to turn in. That one's not here. So we have nothing else to turn in. Okay.
That is correct. Yes. So, let's equip my new gloves, equip my new leggings. So we now have another +6 damage. And do we have an increase? I don't think we have. Oh, wow. And my old pants gave me 2 greater magic essences. Oh, yeah. Like, well, that's the thing. Aberdeen is just so much better. Like, this is clearly the best leveling zone. Like, the only reason you would ever want to go to Westfall over this place is if you want to get some of the prerequisites quests done for Deadlines. Which is admittedly a pretty decent argument for heading over there. But I definitely wouldn't want to level in Westfall if I could avoid it, because there's just so much shit that takes up your inventory space, and there's no way to deal with it other than just like doing exactly one quest at a time, really. Because you need to. One of the like quests requires collecting 4 separate body parts simultaneously. Ugh. Yeah. And Loch Modan is a terrible, terrible zone. A terrible zone. Completely. Ugh. Awful, terrible, horrible. I didn't realize how bad Loch Modan was until I went back there. And I'm like, oh my god. Why is Loch Modan so crappy? Oh, by the way, I'm future-proofed. I have a level 33 headpiece ready with 21 fire spell damage on it.
How much did you get that for? Oh my god.
Like 40 silver.
Nice.
It was expensive, don't get me wrong, but it's expensive for a level 16. By the time I get to level 33, that shit's gonna cost 3 gold. I guarantee you. But right now, since nobody has that much money to spend, they're being sold on the cheap. There were actually a few level 20 pieces, like 20 plus pieces, that I wanted to pick up at various points because, you know, they're like 20, 30 silver or whatever. But I couldn't justify it because I still needed to pick up the gear for my current level, and it's much more cost effective to do that gear. Right? I would get much better bargains. But yeah, I am thinking about just, like, at some point going into trade chat and just going, look, I'm willing to buy, in perpetuity, any Fiery Wrath gear, and for every +1 that it gives me over my current thing, I'll give you 5 fucking silver. By the way, my chest and boot slots are completely empty. Right? And just seeing, like, if I get a response from anyone, right? Because it's just one of those things where I really need to fill those freaking slots, man. Those 2 slots are just killing me right now. If I could fill my chest and boot slot, I could get my fireball spell to do more than 100 damage per shot. And that would be awesome.
Alright, so Mocking Blow is battle stance only, 6-second taunt basically
Yeah.
for a low damage, 2-minute cooldown.
Nice.
So not the worst thing in the world, but I'll use it. I'll definitely use it.
Hey, guess how many chest and boot slot things there are in the auction house with the Fiery Wrath modifier on
How much?
them? 0. As per usual. Seeing the same bullcrap in this auction house been seeing for an eternity. I could spend 12 silver to get a +1. So that's not a great bargain. That's going to wait until level 20. I could spend 20 on this waste slot, which might actually be a good idea. I'm going to do this. I'm going to buy this now. Future proof. Let's see here. Mage staff. This isn't worth buying because I think this is the low end of this. I could get a better medicine staff than I currently have. Like just the medicine staff itself, same item, could roll a higher number. Also, I would like to point out that it is bullshit how much RNG there is in the itemization for things like Fiery Wrath. Like, you know how items have like a budget? That budget on greens is randomized. So
How much of a difference can it be?
100%.
Oh man.
I've seen 3s and 6s of the same item. So, like, massive difference between the lowest and the highest at any given range. So, it's really rough. Because you'll often see, like, higher level gear that's, like, 8 levels higher that has lower stats because it's on a low value piece like wrist. And you can reasonably easily get, like, a +6 on that stuff with reasonably low level stuff, but then high level stuff can also be, you know, a +4. It's very sad. Okay, so we can figure out what to do here. Oh, you know what I should do? You're in Darnassus, right? Okay, well, I am going to pop onto Aldrea. I guess I should have made you leader, huh? And I'm going to grab a box before I come over to talk to you. Am I not going to grab a box before I come over to talk to you? This is not the box. This is not the box you were looking for. Well, shit. What boxes are gone? The respawn on these stupid Elunite boxes is ridiculous. Because there's only like 4 of them, and they have like a 2 or 3 minute respawn or something ridiculous like that. But yeah, basically, how many healing potions would you like, sir?
As many as you want to give me.
See, you say that. You say that. But inventory space is in fact a thing that exists. How many healing potions do you want to carry around?
Just one stack. I don't know, one or 2 stacks would be awesome.
Alright, I'll give you 2 stacks. Yeah, remember, I have like 60 of these things in my thing, and they only stack to 5. So my entire bank is healing potions, basically. Because this character is my alchemist. Can you just drop group so that I can reinvite you? I think that's simpler than...
Yeah.
They can't join our group.
You filthy bastard, you took so long to respond. How dare you, sir? How dare you? And I'll come to you in a second.
Excuse me.
You are not excused. You get the hell out of my house. See, I want this for fire damage. Give it to me. Blizzard, give me my 17 frickin' damage. This is actually really trash for level 26 item. I don't even care. That's actually not true. Well, not 10, 20, 30, 40. I only have 56 healing potions. I apologize. I led you astray. I do not have 60 healing potions. And I apologize to you and to anyone else who feels incredibly betrayed by my lies and deception. Yeah, engineering is extremely expensive to actually keep up. There's advantages to it. If you can afford to do, if you can afford to get it high, then you can get head slot armor well before it actually becomes available naturally, because the engineering helms don't have a level requirement; they just have an engineering requirement. And the minimum level for hats is like level 20 or something before you actually get any of those. It's like 25-ish, I think. Oh, right. Never mind.
Thanks. The big help.
Wait.
Okay. Ooh, I like those.
Yep. I thought you would.
Why, thank you, my good sir.
You are very welcome, sir. Congratulations on your acquisition of some potions, which I have made for you, yes. Oh, right, we have Shadow Meld. How many times could you have survived if you remembered you had Shadow Meld?
So you can use it when you're in combat and they just forget about you?
Yeah. And you can't use it when something's casting a spell at you because they'll finish the spell cast, I think. Though it might cancel it, but it actually probably just cancels the spell cast. You might be able to use that as a ghetto interrupt.
Shoot. Know that at all.
You play elves all the time. How did you not know this? It's a second vanish for rogues. Like, it is the most OP class in existence, or OP race in existence. For a reason. Oh, do you want, like, 2 copper and another silver? And a shadow gem?
Yeah.
And a white leather? You need leather for hilts, right?
For what?
Hilts. Like, for certain weapons.
Oh, yeah. I don't know right now, but I'll bank it if you don't want to hold on to it.
Yeah. Well, I figure I'm not going to be using it, and I know that for a fact, whereas you might actually end up using it. Because I think that leather is required for certain recipes. Did I have something else I wanted to give you? Yes, silver. I baited you in with the silver, and then I'm just, like, not even giving it to you.
You want clam meat?
Yes, I would like that on hard. So I'll be right back. Why am I the leader? God damn it. How does this happen? Alright, I'll meet you at the bank. I'm already at the bank. You're right here.
Excellent. Yeah, I got some stuff for you.
Yeah, any meat you give me, it will be useful, because I actually have... how are you on stat food, by the way? For plus 4 HP?
I just ate the last of it.
Oh, we'll have 12 blood sausages then.
Okay, small eggs. Lamb meat. Lamb meat.
Oh my
all
god.
their meat.
Do
Murloc eyes and slimy Murloc scales help you?
Slimy Murloc scales are for leather working, which I don't have a leather worker. Murloc eyes are actually used for cooking, so I wouldn't mind them. Okay, they're used for some of the recipes from Westfall. They actually might be for blood sausages, I think.
There we go. Take all that.
Domo arigato gozaimashita.
Yes.
It's not used for this. It's used for something else. Is it Westfall stew? Yeah, it's Westfall stew. So I need stringy vulture meat, which I don't have anywhere near enough of. But if I can get 7 stringy vulture meat, I can actually just make a bunch of these already. Okay. So boiled clams actually give 4 stamina and 4 spirit, and they only require a
here, one
refreshing
more
spring
thing.
water. Yep.
Take this too. This might come in handy later.
Ooh, yes. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Yes, I like cleaning out my... What's the next bag above 6 slot?
I think 8. I think wool bags.
Do you know what this is called? I'm gonna go see what they cost.
I think they're just woolen bags.
Because I have wool. Maybe I can find someone to make me some.
I might be able to pick up the recipe. Give me a second to find out how much it takes. I have access to making wool stuff right now. Like, it can at the very least make the bolts. But I haven't done it yet because I've been just focusing on getting my skill up as high as possible, as cheaply as possible. But if you want to make woolen bags. That's something that I might be able to do already. I have 78 skill.
Vishnu Allah.
That's not the right person.
Peace be with you.
Peace be with you. So this is heavy woolen gloves. So bolt of woolen cloth is here. So woolen bag requires 80 skill to make. I can't
Okay.
quite make it. I would need to get 2 skill, but I can get the 2 skill off of converting the wool. And
How much
unfortunately,
wool is it cost?
I,
Does this make
I
one?
can't see how much wool it
Oh,
takes.
okay.
So I can't see it until I actually get the skill for it. But I have enough wool just sitting in my bag to get myself to 80. So I'll just get myself to 80 and then we'll take a look.
Goddess bless you.
Boop. And woolen bag, yeah. Okay, woolen bags require 3 bolts, which means they require a total of 9 wool. They require 9 wool and 1 fine silk or fine thread, which is another silver. So
You should just pick up a couple of those of the weird mat, and then on the field make me some of those bags. I got 17 wool. I'll get more.
how many do you want?
I only have 17 wool right now, so I could make 1.
Okay, I can make you 2. I have wool myself.
Yeah. I want to have as much fucking bag space as I can. That's how we make more money, just having bag space.
I'm gonna buy 5 silk. 5. They're not silk threads. They're fine threads. And I will just come back to you. You're at the bank still, right? It sounded like you were just like dismissing me.
Oh no, I didn't sound like that at all.
I know you didn't mean to. It was so funny though. Because it's just like, you're at the bank, right? What are you talking about, man? Fuck off. That was good.
I need to find a vendor. I give these to you.
I need to find your face.
And then yeah, I definitely want in the future like more of these bags. So every bit of want will I get up to, because I want to put some in the bank too.
Alright. So I will give you your bags.
I'll
in a
need
second.
wool. I'll need wool for first aid and stuff, but I can always farm that when you're not.
Yeah, and you're not going to need that much wool for getting a full set of bags. I'm going to give you the wool bags after I finish making all of my wool into bolts to get the EXP gain off of that, because that's going to gray out faster. So just give me a minute and I'll convert this shit over. And then I'll make you I'm going to make you 2 bags, because you gave me basically enough wool for 2 bags. I only need 1 more wool for that.
I'd be happy to go buy some more wool to get 4 bags.
If you want to give me enough wool for 4 bags, then
You need 18 more or 20 more or whatever, like a stack.
yeah, I would basically need I think 18 more. Yeah.
Dude, I'm so glad we're doing trade
Yes.
skills. This has been so helpful.
Yeah. I mean, it might be cheaper to buy the bag directly than to buy the wool.
Yeah, but you get skill up, right?
Yeah, I get skill up from both for making the bolts of cloth as well as the.
I'm happy to and I'm happy to pay a little to get your skilled up. It'll help me in the future with silk bags and shit.
Yeah, the silk bags are, I think, around 150 skill, and just making the bolts that I just made is already giving me. That already gave me what, 12 skill.
I can buy a whole stack of wool cloth here for
Yes.
25 silver. That's not bad. I'm gonna do that. That's a good investment for me and you.
14. All right, and I have enough.
So that'll get me 2 more bags with that.
How much did you say?
A full stack.
Yeah, if you buy a full stack, then I can give you. That's enough to. Basically, you'll have given me a total of 1 wool less than 4 bags, so I can totally give you 4 bags of that.
Sweet. Yeah, this is a big help. 8 more slots out in the world. Oh yeah.
I actually have enough wool that I could make you 4 bags right now, but then I wouldn't be able. Then I'd be using my own wool and not giving myself any bags. So
Don't do that. Don't do that. You get yourself bags too.
the only reason I'm actually telling you that is because I'm looking at the number 5 on my bag thing in my thing, and I'm live, so I don't want my viewers thinking that I'm ripping off my friend. That was mostly my wolf that created that. But yeah, I want my fiery wrath gear. You know the really sad thing is that I already have. So I picked up the recipes for the Phoenix gear, and the sad thing is that while I picked up the recipes for them, they're not going to be any use to me because I already have fiery wrath gear that's better than what I would get from the Phoenix gear. Because the Phoenix gear wastes some part of its itemization on the int. So
Inventory is full.
okay, I can't make all of these yet. Give me a second. I need to drop some stuff in my bank.
Vishnu Allah. May the stars.
Actually, this is going to be a huge boon. This is going to be what, like plus 16 slots between us. Some ridiculous. I guess I should probably put more than one item in my bank if I intend to make 5 bags, huh? Oh, I can't put more than one item in my bank. I don't have any bank slots. Let's see. Maybe I should have started making this stuff along the way rather than doing it this way. Fine crab chunks, crawler claws. Do you want to hold on to a Gortusk liver for me?
Sure.
Oh, actually, no. I can just give you the shadow gem. Perfect. There we go. Because I don't think I'm going to be making. I don't think I'm going to be. What just happened? Did you cancel that, or did I somehow do that?
Oh, I canceled. Sorry, I was in a menu. It automatically just canceled out.
Oh. Alright. That's bear meat. That's not what I was going to give you. I was going to give you this. Okay. So I'm going to basically just give you the bags one at a time. No, that's just for you. I didn't realize that I had it in my inventory, or I would have. It was sitting in my bank. I don't have any characters that would use a gem, so. Okay, good. And now that I've made the first one, I can actually make the second one. So I can give you 2 woolen bags.
Woo!
And then once I've given you these, I can then get inventory space freed up to make 2 more.
Excellent.
That's interesting. When the trade window closed, it like changed my number on the. I was altering the number of bags that I wanted to make at the time, and it switched it back to 1 when a totally different window closed. So it's like it shadow closed and then reopened my tailoring window to the same pane, but didn't save everything about it, which is kind of interesting. So where the hell did the other one go? There it is.
Nice. Thanks. It's a big help.
No problem, my friend. No es problema. We now have enough. Once I go pick up the other stuff, we'll actually have enough woolen bags to fill up all of our slots except 1 slot for me. Because I've already gotten a ton of wool cloth from like other characters that I sent over. Not a ton, but enough to get me 3 bags worth. So I had a lot of linen, but unfortunately, like my Paladin isn't quite high enough level to do the other stuff. Also, since my Paladin's going to be accumulating like cloth as well, and I'm not going to be really using it on them because first aid is useful for a Paladin, don't get me wrong. It's actually really useful because you can make yourself invincible and then use it and not waste mana. But it's not useful enough for me to want to take the financial hit of having to train it. And so, like, I'm probably not going to be using any of that on my Paladin, which means that I can start sending all sorts of shit over to my Mage, and that'll be really useful for
Greetings.
doing business. So let's see. A bolt of silk requires 125. And a small silk pack is a 10-slot bag at 150 tailoring. So that's what we're looking at now. I love the random itemization
May
of
the
stuff
stars guide you.
in vanilla.
What brings you here?
There's cloth boots that have 2 agility on them,
Farewell.
and they're cloth. So it's like, there isn't a class that actually uses agility that's cloth. Why is there on here? Okay. So, we are now out of wool bolts, and we can start replacing all of our bags. And so we've got so much inventory space now. So my good. So my goodness. You know, I didn't realize that Please Send Tell is also psst. Like, that didn't occur to me, that noise where you're trying to like whisper to someone is actually the same.
Yeah.
Interesting note. Blessed be the fruit. I wonder if I could make a profit off of making wool bags. You think I could make a profit from it? Just like making, like just buying the wool and selling it?
I'd imagine. I mean,
Ooh, you know what? I'll definitely be able to if I make green wool bags. There's no way that this is going to be a profit. The only trade skill, or not, the only gathered item that I can see that has any value is cloth, because everyone needs so much of it.
yeah.
It's the only thing that where like the supply demand curve isn't completely botched by everyone taking gathering skills at the very beginning. Because everyone kind of knows that for the most part, like the actual manufacturing isn't going to be valuable, right? Like they know that they're not going to make a profit off of that. So anyone who wants to make a profit in the early game is just taking gathering professions, and then they can make their early game profit, and then when they are ready later on, they can transition to spending that money to upgrade their stuff so that they can then sell the end game gear. So people know that, and so there's so many people doing gathering professions, whereas before people were trying to just do it for themselves, right? And it's going to be interesting to see how the economy transitions, because like, let's see, how much is a light leather right now? A light leather is worth 30 copper. That's how much a single light leather is worth, and that is probably overpriced because it's the stuff right at the start. So like as an example, the 20 stack that we see right here, this 20 stack of light leather costs 4 silver 25. So this stack here is like a little over 20 copper per leather. Whereas a single linen is worth like, I think closer to like, yeah. Single linen is worth a lot more. These stacks are all at 60. I guess this guy's selling it at 22. But linen is also more common. 5, so yeah, I think all of these are selling for way more than the white leather is selling for. Anyway, let's see. I already checked my fiery wrath gear, but we're gonna check it again. We're just gonna be looking at this and being like, why? Ooh, we could get a +1 by buying this medicine staff. It gives +10. It's only 30 silver for +1 fire damage. That's worth it, right, Ash?
Yeah.
30 silver for 1 fire damage.
Yeah, right. Don't do that.
So, let's see here. I'm putting out a tell into the trade to see if anyone just tells me that they have what I want. Almost certainly no, but
All right, man. I'm getting ready for bed. I will be back online Sunday.
okay, I will see you then.
You have fun. I'll be getting all this sweet rested experience.
Rest EXP for the win. What day is it today? It is Thursday. Okay. Well, we will get all that Rest EXP, and then we will go hit level 20 next time. It's gonna be great.
Yeah, and it's honestly getting to the point where I've accrued. The way my company works is every 2 weeks we get, based on how long we've been at the company, we get hours of vacation accrual every pay period.
Yeah.
And we have a cap on it. And for my time at my tenure, my cap is right around like 4.5 weeks, and I'm approaching that.
Just take 4.5 weeks off straight up to play WoW Classic.
So the only thing that sucks is if you don't spend it down, once you hit that cap, you don't accrue anymore. So I just gotta fucking spend a week. I gotta just knock out a block of it. That way I can keep.
I'm actually
for the next 3
reasonably
months.
sure that they can't actually do that. Like the labor laws do not actually allow for it to cap, and that after it caps, they have to basically just pay you. But
What brings you here?
what the labor laws actually say you are required to do and what people actually do are not the same thing. But I am just telling you that I'm pretty sure that those are not actually legally capable of capping because they have to compensate you for your time. Unless I guess actually maybe not. So is that an overtime thing, or is that a just working thing?
It's just regular work.
All right. Do they pay you overtime?
They do whenever I work overtime. Yeah.
Okay. So sorry, I'm getting two things conflicted because my mother was in a similar but legally distinct situation at one of her workplaces. But no, that's a different thing. So they're not legally required to do that at all, which means that they're not legally required to. If it's
But when I get close to the cap, I'm gonna say, yo, I'm taking like some time off, and I'm gonna play some WoW.
That sounds like a great plan. I am looking forward to it, and we'll be high enough level that we can do all sorts of crazy cool shit.
Yeah,
You know?
start doing some dungeons.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to doing dungeons with you. It's gonna be a lot of fun.
It is, and we got that buddy too of mine that's along with us. I think he's Hunter. He's telling me today in the shop how much he doesn't like it though, because of how weak he is. And he's like gonna reroll. I'm like, dude, you're gonna be weak no matter what you play.
You should
man.
play a fucking paladin. That's what you should play. That's no. What? Wait. Let's see. What class should he play? I want to optimize his pick for my selfish interests.
Yeah.
He should play a boomkin. No. He should innervate me. Yeah. Paladins are there's all sorts of cool shit that people have figured out on the classics or on the mod servers that people do. There's an item that gives you a proc that gives 15% increased spell damage taken on the enemy. And so figuring out what like class you're going to bring along to basically contribute that proc to your raid is an interesting dynamic. And whether you go with like a paladin or a shaman or a warrior or whatever, right? There's a lot of different options for who can bring it, and they bring different things to the table along with the buff. But yeah, let's see. I'm tempted to get the quests for the for Dead Mines so that I could just share them with you. But I guess we don't really need to do that because we're going to have to walk back there anyway, and we can just pick them up along the way. We can't just queue for Dead Mines. What the fuck? Oh, right. I wanted to pick up refreshing spring water so that I could make my my clam stuff. Yeah, boiled clams is going to be a really big item. because clams are so common, and we should be able to get our cooking skill up quite high with that. That's not the cooking people. Where are the cooking people? Here's enchanting. Is this cooking? No, this is general trade.
I'm out. Peace.
Later. Okay, so we are going to be. You know what? I'm just gonna do this later. So I think I'm gonna try popping onto
Good luck.
that other thing. Oh, crab cake is something I can make into stuff probably, and dry pork ribs. Cool. So both of these are things that I'll be able to use later. But I think I'm going to end this here for right now. We're going to be ending the WoW Classic for right now. We'll come back to this some other time. I'll do some of this stuff off stream. But I'm going to try to pick up with the Awfully run and see how that goes. It's a bit late to be starting up what is functionally a new stream, and I do need to take a quick AFK before I do. But that's fine. I'll try to start that up. And if I fail because I find myself distracted by doing other things, then I will see you tomorrow. Otherwise, I will see you in probably about 30 minutes when we start up the Awfully stuff. But either way, thanks for watching, and I hope to see you again next time.